What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. These are going to be general messages for the star sign of Pisces from May 20th to the 25th of May 2020, so take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will have sent correlate to your storyline, because they're for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards, so let's get right into them. We got the Two of Cups, the Chariot, the Eight of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Coins. So right off the bat, so the Two of Cups, so the Two of Cups represents a soulmate connection with somebody else. It doesn't have to necessarily mean soulmates. It can just mean however you view that card, however you view that word, rather. Everybody has a different association with what a soulmate means to them. But for me personally, it can be more than just a lover. It can be a family member, somebody that you came to with this world to continue living with. So it could be a best friend, a family member, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, even an ex. It can be somebody in your past, but there is some sort of soul connection in which you would want to be putting the work into a situation. I think that things, definitely with looking at how things pan out, I think that things might have been rough or are rough. And there's kind of this energy around this reading where from the 20th to the 25th, there is going to be a lot of work that you're going to be putting into this situation with whoever this is. The Chariot kind of represents the green light, go, go, go ahead in a situation that you have all the success and victory and triumph in the situation to get somewhere successfully. So I kind of see you as the pursuer of this. I kind of think that, well, the message with the Chariot is that when you get into, so let's remove the person from the Chariot. If we just have the Chariot, it's not going to drive itself. The horses are probably not just going to, they're not going to go anywhere specifically that you want. They might go somewhere by themselves, but they're not going to go anywhere that you want them to go. You have to be putting yourself into the Chariot and steering them to success in order to get the work out of it. So it represents that once I go to the car, and then go to my destination, like the grocery store or my work, will there be delays along the way? Yeah, there's going to be red lights, or there might be traffic jams, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get to my destination. However, for some of you, you are putting in this drive, and I feel like it's not going to be met on an equal playing field. I kind of think that it could be you doing this, or the other person could be abandoning the situation or choosing to take leave on it. I kind of feel like there is something, I don't want to read this as negatively as I looked at it initially. I think it's really possible that you have decided that there is somewhere to go. There's some sort of route on which you want to take. And I don't necessarily see you being sad about this. Nothing really strikes me as, I am going to pull a card of clarity for where this goes first before I get into anything else. Just so I, don't shoot myself in the mouth. Where does this go for Pisces after the Eight of Cups? Okay, so it is kind of going to be this stagnation. So for some of you, it is going to be where this happens to you. I'm going to read everything that I see. That's because, that's just my job. For some of you, it's going to be a situation where you want to put the work in, and the other person is not going to want to reciprocate this. It's going to be something you had wanted to work on, and the other person is going to be like, nah, fam, I'm out. And it's going to be because they have a mindset about where their success lays, and they're convinced that it lays somewhere else, even though there is full potential to have success in this situation, because all the Eight Cups are upright, but the person is just turning their back away from them. They're acknowledging that they're full and they're there, but they're not, the person isn't choosing to receive them. Especially, I think that either you or somebody else is doing this to someone. I kind of feel like for some of you, it's going to be you, where you have the success that you know where you want to go. And for a lot of you, you know that it is not with this person, with this situation. And then you're going to be putting in the work elsewhere to get to this. But honestly, when we walk away from anything, be it even if it's something that we walk away from first or somebody walks away from us, it leaves us with this feeling of desolation, this isolation, this very stagnancy of you had your emotions and now, somebody might be offering them to you. You might, and you're getting rid of all options. Not all options, but you're getting rid of the idea of fostering any type of emotion with anybody at this time. Choosing, for a lot of you, I don't know, I understand why it had to go this way, and I feel like a lot of you reading this are like, yeah, I don't know why that fucking had to happen either. Like, I'm in the same situation. Like, why is this happening? But it's happening because somebody in this situation is choosing that their success lies elsewhere when it comes to a romantic relationship. It's not going to be a feeling of being stabbed in the back, so I think a lot of you are actually going to be doing this to somebody else. But it is going to be that I didn't want to have to walk away from this. I've looked at all options, and I have found that the best possible means for me in order to grow my success is to turn my back on this situation or on this person. Again, I don't see any negativity here, so I don't see this as like a stab in the back. I don't see this was something that wasn't, I don't want to say expected, but I think a lot of you might have seen this coming or known that this is not what you wanted. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of emotion that you might have given maybe to the wrong person, or it's just you are redirecting yourself when it comes to the area of love. However, for the time being, it's going to be a decision. Walking away from whatever this is going to be a decision that is going to weigh heavy on you. It's kind of a card of, I have emotion being given to me and I do not want to accept it. At this time, I'm choosing to turn my back in hopes for something new because I have all the work and effort to put into this. But for a lot of you are being also told at the same time that this is something that could be worked upon, whether it's somebody doing this to you or you're doing this to somebody else. This situation did have work that could be fixed in this situation. When I say fixed, it was kind of an assured, it may have been sticky, but I feel like for a lot of you, if this is happening to you, it could have been a situation where something could have been fixed and the other person, for whatever reason, decided that's not where their goals lie, that's not where they wanted to be in this moment of time, and are now kind of restricting their emotion, being cold. This could also be you, Pisces. Take it how it resonates. Take care. These readings are never fucking easy. It literally happens to all of us and the best of us, and this is a shitty time for this shit to be happening, and I'm sorry to hear this for you. One card before I go, one card of positive healing messages only. What is coming into Pisces' life that is going to be healing for them and positive, something that they could look forward to? Oops. The Hangman reversed, but all of them are reversed. So there's going to be a brand new perspective that you're going to see when this happens. It's going to be something that allows you to really sit in the situation and see things in a completely different light. This hanging that the Hangman does, he literally gets himself into a tree, puts himself upside down, and he hangs himself so he can see everything in reverse, so he can see things upside down to force his perspective. So this is going to be a period of time where this forced perspective for you, that period of time where you are going to be isolating and taking this into yourself, you are going to be getting the truth in the form of some sort of new perspective. Let things pass, let things happen the way that they're supposed to, and try to see things through a different lens completely, even if I know that sounds completely horrible and maybe that you can't do it right now. When you can, look at the other side of the field in a different perspective. Look at the grass is greener on the other side, but put a completely different spin on it. Look at your situation for, how do I explain this when some people don't know how to do this? Look at things in a different lens as to basically putting yourself into either somebody else's shoes or putting yourself into a scenario where you think differently than you normally would about the situation, instead of thinking, this happened because I'm a trash person. No, this happened to me and it's trash that it happened, but that doesn't mean I am trash. It means that I might be attracting these things into my life accidentally. Let's see how we can work them through so this doesn't happen again. What do I need to know from this? What actually happened? Am I looking at this person in too good of a light? That kind of energy. And it's not going to necessarily, this is a positive card for you here. So there is healing coming to you in that sense. You are going to be forcing a new perspective, and that's going to be very, 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 it's going to be very beneficial to you, Pisces. Take care. I love you. Peace up. Peace up. Peace out. Take care during this time. Do what you need to do. Healing is messy. I'll see you later. Peace out, my Moon Tribe.